So they're going to go for this on 4th and 15. To the end zone, single coverage, and oh my goodness, touchdown by Jaden Reed. He was working on Johnny Dixon, and he just threw the ball.
Sanders in the backfield. Bryce Young drops. Plenty of time. Airing it out. Man's there. Jamison Williams, touchdown.
Nix trying to make magic. Still on his feet and then chucks it to the end zone for a touchdown to Tyler Fromm.
Newton up the middle. No, I'm sorry. Goes right. Still loose.
Oh, did he accelerate?
How about
Oh, my goodness.
touchdown, Auburn.
Remember, they have an excellent field goal specialist. Dyer, the freshman, is wrestled down at the 46-yard line. Pleasant, and he gets back up. Dyer gets back up. Was he not on the ground?
A 1-point game. Walton can tip it. Bryant with the save. Oh, you got to get a shot here. Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
A 3 wins the series. It's Lillard. He got the shot off. Lillard, good! And the Blazers win the series for the first time in 14 years.
The Bulls foul. No. Anthony for 3. Bang! That one goes down and the game is tied. That move in the hands of Anthony. Anthony for 3. Puts it in. Knicks by 1 with 8.2 remaining.
Ever
Is the running back. Play action. And Manning's going to heave one. There's a flag. Beckham, a one-handed catch. How in the world?
Oh my goodness.
And Brandon Carr was back there. I mean, he is insane. How do you make that catch?
Oh my goodness. This is sick. Put this to music. I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Number 39. Penalties decline.
It's remarkable poise for a guy his age.
Here's Linds. Oh, some high stepping and some shifty maneuvering. And Peterson tries to strip it. Stay in bounds because he stayed in bounds. He's going to go all the way. Right foot.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the Legends Den in the Legends Den. I got my guys, Linds and Vic, man. We go way back, man. You know, in a big group chat, we were talking sports, everything, woo. And yeah, man. You know, I hope everybody's been having a great, 2022, and let's just give the people what they want, man. Good, clean, amazing commentary.
I think they want to know.
Guys, how's your off season been? How's all season been for everybody?
How has your off season been?
It's been great, man. I mean, as a fan, or really an NFL free agent / fan, of an organization known as the Cincinnati Bengals, with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and those guys, man, it's been a great time. I mean, as long as Joe's healthy, we're fine.
When did you transition to Cincinnati?
It really isn't a transitional thing. I've always been a scout. As soon as I seen Joe Burrow to the Bengals,
weren't you a Falcons fan earlier this year?
That remains to be seen.
I think he was, Vic, wasn't he?
Yeah, as far as I can remember, Sean was definitely a Falcons fan
for most of his life, but that's neither here nor there. You kind of jumped ship on that one, but we can move on. We can start the show whenever you're ready.
You're a sick man. You know, it's all
Is he?
good. You know, everybody has to, eventually leave the nest. Sometimes you just gotta leave the nest. Kevin Durant left the nest. LeBron left the nest. Kobe was about to leave the nest.
Did you
I'm just
say
saying.
everybody has to?
MJ wanted low key leave Chicago at one point. I mean, what are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying?
Just go, please.
So,
And just
you
start
know,
the show, man.
let's just get into it, man. NFL season, pretty much preview. Honestly, so what do y'all think? We're gonna start with really the toughest division, the best division, arguably. I'm not gonna say it's really arguable. It's pretty hands down. So, yeah. I mean, what's your outlook?
Broncos fan, kick us off.
Yeah,
AFC.
objectively, please.
I'll be objective. I think the Broncos are going to take that division. Some people are going to tell me, well, the Chargers, Justin Herbert, it's like he hasn't made the playoffs yet. And we're talking about Russell Wilson, who's made the playoffs 9 straight years, bro. Like, what are we doing?
We didn't make the playoffs last year.
No, he played 10 years, and then
Okay.
that was
I
his
got you.
10th year.
I got you.
So, he had the injuries last year, so I don't even want to get into last year. But Mahomes loses Tyreek Hill. Their defense has never been – I won't say never, but they don't have the strongest defense. At the back end is really kind of the situation at the front seven. Then you go to the Raiders. It's like, yeah, but I feel like you can only go as far as Derek Carr can take you. And I don't think Derek Carr can take you that far. So if I had to put it in order right now, I would say Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders. Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
keep
take
it
it
G,
away,
man. There's a situation where y'all could come fourth. Definitely a scenario, man. That offensive line is as middle of the pack as it is on paper, bro. You can't. Garrett Bowles
is all. He can play. What are you talking about?
Bro, he's middle of the pack. All right, he's not like
He's not middle of the pack. He's one of the best tackles in the league. But continue.
That's cap. He's not Bakhtiari. He's not Tristan Wirfs. Like,
so
they added Chandler Jones. They have youth and speed in the secondary. They got a pass rush, Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. Like, I don't. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Can't forget Devontae Adams.
Like you said, it is Derek Carr. So I do have the Raiders finish in third or fourth, and then I mean, the Chiefs are Mahomes is gonna do what Mahomes does. Like, I feel like without Tyreek, like they might suffer a little bit down the field, but I feel that their offense is still going to be efficient. Maybe not as explosive, but I mean, Juju in the slot. I mean, Valdez-Scantling he's a guy. He can play a little bit. He can play a little bit, you know.
Valdez-Scantling.
He's a guy, man. He's a guy, and then you still got Kelsey. Look, bro, like apples to apples. Like, we're gonna get to the Broncos too, but then the Chargers: J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Derwin James, Kenneth Murray, and then on offense, Mike Will, Keenan. I don't know who they're starting.
Eckler, and that's it.
Eckler,
that's
Gerald
it.
Everett. Like they have an offense, bro.
Come on,
and we can break down the Broncos too. Like, okay, y'all lost Tim Patrick for the year. That if Tim Patrick was there, your offense, I definitely feel like you guys are,
But I'm saying we got the best running back room in the division. I don't think
that's debatable.
That's not debatable. Eckler,
Javonte not better than Eckler. Come on, let's slow down. Come on.
Eckler is a great pass catcher. He is not a great all around back. He is never going to go out there and rush for 1350. I'm not saying Javonte.
Well, he doesn't have to.
I'm not saying that he has to either. I'm saying he doesn't. That's not his skill set. His skill set is he's going to threaten to catch 100 balls every year, but he's not a great all-around back. That's when they have the polls among the coaches and players. He's not a load to tackle all these different components that go into being a great overall back.
He still had 12 touchdowns running with 9 guys.
I'm also. Go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was just saying to end it, to combine Melvin Gordon and Javonte versus Eckler and Spiller or Joshua Kelly or whoever their number 2 is. We have the better running back room.
maybe Josh Jackson, Justin Jackson, somebody out there. But I also think your defense regresses to the mean just a little bit, just because you guys were top 3 last year. I just think it just takes a step back, but we'll see, man. I got y'all finishing 3rd or 4th.
That's crazy. What about you, Sean? That's crazy. No, you have to do the rankings because you can't just say that.
Okay, well, I'll go Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders.
Go ahead, Sean. What's your rankings? We can go back to it, but you can go first.
I feel like it's still Chiefs, baby. Still Chiefs. I'm gonna just start off with 1 Chiefs. Yes, they lose Cheetah, but they, according to, like Vic said, they still got Kelsey. It's still Mahomes. He still lands in your rankings. In all of our rankings, he's still arguably top 3. Really, 2. We might be 1. I got him behind Brady, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I guess this is just sort of season where we see what Mahomes is really made of. Honestly, I mean, you lose your best wideout that you've had for so long, arguably been pretty incremental to his growth, and like him, taking a stardom and having that really one of the greatest quarterback season we've ever seen. You're right. Their defense has never been top notch, so I don't think that has to change.
They added some pieces this offseason.
Yeah, they replaced Honey Badger with Justin Reed.
Good defense. They got hot last year. But what I say is they were atop the division last year and got worse. Everybody else got better.
I think their defense got better, bro.
Okay, maybe your defense got a little bit better, but then you lose an all-pro caliber receiver. Like Tyreek Hill is probably top 3 in this league as a talent. You can't say that you're a better team when you lose that type of guy. So you do that. Team 1, you add Russell Wilson. Team 2, you add Chandler Jones and a couple of other pieces. Devontae Adams, not even to mention that. Team 3, you add Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson. You're hoping that Mike Williams will progress, and you add a back and Spiller that. Not to mention Herbert taking a step. Like, I don't see how the Chiefs.
Are we sure he takes a step?
Yeah, he'll take a step.
I feel like he's gonna. That's why I can't put the Chargers 1, because, like you said, he hasn't made the playoffs. He hasn't proven. Like, he's still, in my opinion, he's still a folder. All right, respectfully, he's still a folder.
I think he got that don't go in the brand.
I'm saying it's year 3, but he stepped into he hopped off the porch with arguably before Chase gets to Cincinnati. They arguably have a top receiving core. Mike Williams finally shows arguably what people have been waiting to see since he stepped in the league. He's been relatively injured and things of that nature, but yeah, they're 3 for me. I'm not gonna lie. The Chargers are 3. The Chargers are 3.
We're gonna get to them Bengals, man. Don't you worry.
I guess we can. I mean, let's go to the AFC North then.
Okay.
Things are kind of up in the air right now. We don't know if Deshaun is going to play this year. It's been 2 years since Mr. Trubisky was a starter, but just kind of where do you think that division stands? What we do know so far.
Steelers are 4th.
Yeah, I agree.
I think, depending on the Watson ruling, that'll determine whether the Browns are 3rd. Bengals 2nd, Ravens 1st.
It's gonna be for me. The Ravens are gonna be 2. To me, I mean, the Bengals addressed really the number 1 need. The number 1 need they've had for the past, 2 years since Joe has got there, even before that. Even with Dalton and them, which is the offensive line. I think Chase may not have as crazy numbers, but I think he'll still have like top tier wideout numbers. Higgins will take a step. Boyd will still be that 3rd, but I mean, Boyd could be a 2 or 1 on some rosters. So it's like, they honestly have, the pick of the litter. Joe Mixon's still a top back.
Let's calm down with the 1 talk. All right, he's
he could be a 1. And for a couple of years ago, he was a 1.
No, and where did they go? He's a very good number 3. he would be fine as your number 2, but he's great as a number 3. Like, let's just.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Nobody's number 1.
He's like
He could be he could be the Jets one. He could arguably be y'all one, Lance. For real.
Moore and are you kidding? And Garrett Wilson? Are you tripping?
We don't know what they are. We don't know what they are.
Mark my words. Elijah Moore is one of them.
Now he gonna be I agree. He gonna be a dog, but I don't know what he is right now.
Did you say that Tyler Boyd is a 1, bro?
I said arguably. Okay, I said arguably.
I'm arguing about it, man. But
Atlanta, he'll be a 1.
Quick, what's your 1 through 4?
My 1 through 4 is
Bengals.
Oh, go ahead.
Bengals, Browns, depending on Deshaun, and Steelers. If Deshaun is there, I think they got the talent to take the division.
Deshaun not gonna be there, so he's not gonna be there. What Magic Johnson? He's not gonna be there because I'm not even. Sorry. I'm about to say I'm sorry, but I'm not even sorry. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Because, like you said, Deshaun. Once they kind of ripped the Band-Aid and said, "Let's run it back," Goodell said, "Hold on, I got to save my face." That let me know he's probably about to get the year and a fine. So that'll be 3 years now of no football of Deshaun. I mean, he just played a preseason game, but unless they make a trade for like a Jimmy G,
I feel like they might come in fourth, bro.
It depends.
So say this: say they make a trade for Jimmy G. They're still fourth.
Jimmy G, they're not making a trade. Jimmy G, more assets you got to give up. Number 2, he's worth like 25 or something million, and they didn't even barely want to pay the money that Baker was due. I think that they brought in Jacoby to be quote unquote the guy, and it's just gonna be a mess. I think you just play this year with Jacoby. I think you just play this year with Jacoby and you take what it is.
Right? I think them Steelers are gonna be ski.
So if I had to do it, I would probably say Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns.
I guess on to the next
East.
I mean, it's Bills division. I mean, Bills, I don't think that changes.
So the Dolphins just not playing football this year, huh?
I'm just saying.
Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots.
You think the Patriots gonna come fourth in their division?
Bro, they have 2 defensive coordinators running the offense right now. Like they're calling.
Patricia and is quite ski. It is very quite
like
ski.
It's.
I'm mad, bro. Didn't they win 10 games last year?
They did.
With Matt Jones and Jacoby Myers.
They had a good defense last year. Now there is no
JC. There is no JC.
Kyle Duggar.
They always have a good defense, though.
Right, it's Kyle Duggar and some guy.
I got to give the Jets last just off the strength, bro. Like Zach Wilson. Like I got to
whatever he is. We don't even know.
They have a crazy tough schedule, so I'll probably go Bills, Dolphins, Patriots.
Is Dolphins really a sliding too?
Dolphins about to be.
The Dolphins gonna be tough. Their defense is.
They're about to be tough. They're about to be tough because I feel like Tua is one of those guys that like, oh y'all don't think I can play football? Okay.
He has been looking good. Like we'll see what Mike McDaniel's all about with his play calling coming from San Fran, but I think he is better suited for Tua's development going forward in terms of like what he can do.
Yeah, I don't get how you're gonna cover those receivers.
Like you got what is that? Waddle, Cheetah.
It's not. It's just about those two. I mean, they're the two.
You got Cedric Wilson too, the 3
receivers.
Then they got Mostert and Chase Edmonds too. They're gonna have a nice little offense.
And Gesicki, like that's kind of crazy. What's your Sean? Your ranking?
It's definitely Bills 1, unfortunately. Even though I think Josh Allen's gonna come back down to earth, but that's to be seen. I guess I'm gonna go with Dolphins just based off weapons. It's kind of like you said though. with the Patriots, I just feel like, to me, if Mac takes a step, they've always had a solid run game. There is really not really too many names on the Patriots defense, but somehow they always make these guys, because at one point we didn't know who J.C. Jackson was, and he became a star. So we'll see with that, but I'll put the Patriots at 3 just for the lack of like not crazy talents and weapons. And then Jets are Jets. Jets are gonna jet. Like they might have literally just fucked up and picked the wrong guy.
Patriots starting receiving core this year is Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne, and Jacoby Myers.
Oh, don't forget Nelson Aguilar. Don't forget Nelson Aguilar.
That's okay.
I mean, it's up to Mac Jones.
If you swapped it, like I'd rather have that over the Ravens. Rashad Bateman to Devin Duvernay. Like I'd rather have Devontae Parker and Jacoby Myers. For real.
They got 2 good tight ends too. Hunter Henry and what's the other brother name? He was Jonnu Smith. So I mean,
I don't have faith.
No. I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna win the division. I'm just saying I would never pick Bill Belichick's team to go fourth as long as they have like enough, a decent team. They'll probably sweep the Jets this year again. Like,
you think they get the Bills again? You think they split with the Bills again?
No, they'll probably get if they get one of them Tundra games. It's possible again. Like it's possible.
That was like exponentially terrible weather.
No, that was definitely one of the most disgusting.
Yeah, but the Bills can't run the ball, so if the weather is running, elements, then the Patriots gonna win. Like that's what
Bills' X factor is definitely the run game. I think if James Cook, the buddy they drafted, if they eventually slowly but surely like let him get the keys, I think they'll be one of my contenders for the Super Bowl just off that possibility, to be honest. And Josh Allen and Diggs and then Von Miller, they really cheated with that Von. Granted, Von got off with the contract. He definitely got off. I would not have paid Von that much money, but
no, you walling. He deserved that.
No, it's ski. Come on, man.
No, I was watching that top 100. He was getting off, bro.
No, he was.
He was getting off.
But financially, that's just.
I mean,
to me, it's like
Tyreek Hill ain't gonna demand a trade to Buffalo. Like
he's 30. He's 33, and it's 5 years, 120.
But when you got to think about, they already had a top defense. They're working on getting White back. Like they were already cream of think about it that way. They were already cream of the crop, and then you add a difference-making pass rushers, which they could have one of those. I don't know their schedule, but they could have one of those years where they just hold everybody to 16.
I mean, they're gonna have a first place schedule.
Yeah, they could hold. One of them older defense, they just hold everybody to 15 and a half, and it's just like damn.
Because they dodged a bullet with Poyer. They thought he might.
Oh yeah, true.
He's gonna be fine. So they start with LA, Tennessee, then they go to Miami, to Baltimore. They got Pittsburgh, Kansas City, bye week, Packers, Jets, Vikings, Browns, Lions, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, Bears, Bengals, Patriots.
That's a favorable schedule. It's not cupcake. I mean, the Jets are your 2 easiest wins, and the Bears. Vikings is a toss-up. Like, depending on what Kirk is either on or he's not on. If he's on, it's going to be a dogfight.
Okay. What is it? AFC South?
I mean,
this is going to be a ugly division. I'm like looking at the Colts might get off though.
Colts.
Maddie.
Colts, Titans, Jaguars, Texans.
Now hold on.
Hold on. What?
I got look. I got Colts, Jags, Titans, Texans. I think Doug Peterson.
Receiver win.
Look. I got Doug Peterson. I think this is the year Trevor Lawrence shows us what we've been waiting for. We've all talked about this. He's been arguable. They've said best prospect since Peyton Manning. I think we see a glimpse or a good chunk of that this year. You got ATM. James Robinson will be back. So that's in my opinion going to be a really dynamic two-way. Now the receivers, they don't really have a solidified one. I agree. They overpaid Christian Kirk, which led to the hell of an onslaught of receivers wanting to get paid. I don't know who the hell their tight end is.
I think it's Ski.
Solid O-line. Their defense has always been good to me. They've always had a pretty good defense.
Dan Arnold.
They got the NFC East and the AFC.
Yeah, it might be Dan Arnold. Actually,
Dan Arnold and Evan Ingram.
They got the NFC East and the AFC West this year.
You said what, Vic?
They got the NFC East and the AFC West this year.
Oh, then they should be straight. Outside the Eagles, they should be straight. I'm not gonna lie. Cowboys, we're gonna get to them, but Cowboys is gonna be mid. Giants, mid, disgusting. And then, Eagles, okay. And okay, Washington. So they could,
They could realistically start the season 1-5.
I think they lose to Washington.
Commanders, Colts, Chargers, Eagles.
Jesus.
Ooh. Then Colts again, Giants, Broncos, Raiders.
They can beat the Colts.
They got
I say this because they've always beat the Colts.
And Chiefs back to back to back.
All right, Raiders and Chiefs is crazy.
Oh, the Jaguars? Yeah, they got us.
Yeah, that sounds.
The first 9 weeks, the first 10 weeks, they could realistically be 2-8. Like no.
But my thing is they've always found a way to beat the Colts. No matter how better the roster is for the Colts, I don't know what it is. The Jags just had that number. So I'll say if anything they split, and then they'll split with Tennessee. They'll sweep, and then they'll sweep the Texans.
Sweep the Texans?
100%.
Is that guaranteed?
100%.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, it's the Texans. None of y'all can name me any. Well, shout out to the former Gator, Damian Pierce. Y'all better watch out. If you're looking on fantasy, there better be your RB2, and he could be an RB1. That's a Sean Jim right there. Y'all go back to this podcast.
Davis Mills' offense is about to create an RB1. I feel it. But anyways.
Hey, Lovie Smith, you gonna tote that rock, man. They got Laramie Tunsil.
Winning a tackle is crazy, way.
You could have gave us Brevin Jordan, Brandon Cooks. You gave us Laramie.
Brandon Cooks.
You gave us.
Nico Collins. That's a sleeper too. Y'all keep sleeping. Receiver 2 right there.
Are we done with the AFC? Is that the AFC?
Do you want to do the NFC today, or do you want to?
Yeah, let's get to the NFC.
We'll run through it real quick.
All right.
Let's start with the worst.
Let's get the worst ones out the way. NFC North. Packers,
North
Vikings, Lions.
Vikings about to win that division.
Watch. Actually,
watch.
I'm gonna go Packers.
Watch.
I'm gonna go Packers, Vikings.
Y'all must know something about Kirk Cousins. I just don't know. I don't know what. How?
Watch. Because they have a defense and they have the most talented offense.
They've had the most talented offense, arguably. I'm saying before they still went off.
Jones and Devontae Adams versus Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. That ain't the most. It ain't like.
And Thielen. The over the top to me.
Thielen has been a touchdown specialist for like 3 years now.
But I'm saying, at one point he was.
Would you rather have A.J. Dillon or Adam Thielen?
Thielen.
A.J. Dillon is a dog. You're wild.
He's cool. He's a backup. We have like sorry right now.
He's a backup because they have another running back that's like that. He wouldn't be a backup anywhere else.
Why wouldn't he?
He's starting.
A.J. Dillon
starting in Atlanta right now. Shit.
A.J. Dillon is. He'll probably start on 27 other teams for 27
is crazy.
Is it?
It's really not, bro. Like after you get out of the Derrick in them, like
not the Colts, not.
I'm saying you're gonna name the top 7 running backs in the league. Like, of course you
will. Saints. I mean,
like Alvin Kamara. Okay, like
Broncos. Chargers, Detroit.
He would get more carries than
he not out Swifting. He not better than Swift. We gotta slow down. Let's slow down.
Austin Eckler? You think Austin Eckler would get more carries than AJ Dillon?
I do.
You're
I'm saying he's a better player. AJ's still gonna be on the bench. He's gonna be a goal line guy. That's what he will be. A goal. AJ Dillon, James Conner. And then what I just see another Conner.
Did you say James Conner?
Yo, hey, that brother revitalized his career. But we gonna get there.
Man, get back on track. What division were we?
That's my boy. That was my fantasy boy. Oh shit.
I got Vikings, Packers, Lions, Bears. Oh, the Bears is about to be universally bad.
Yeah, this is a second year of tanking essentially for them, I think.
But who are they tanking for? Like,
you go get you a receiver, you get something.
Mock drafts got him taking Stroud, man.
Stroud? Why?
Now they can't do Justin like that.
It makes no sense though, unless they trade Justin. Now that would be fire. If they could like trade Justin so they have like the first and the third pick or something, then you take the quarterback.
Justin nets you a first?
Yeah. Why not? I'm saying if you have like pick number 4 and the top 3 quarterbacks are going, I would take Justin Fields. He has to be the 4th best quarterback in the draft next year. Like, there's no way he's not the 4th best.
I say if it's like the Jets or I don't know. That's a tricky situation. Or Steelers. I don't know. It really depends. Like, I don't know. That's
his wide receiver 1.
See, think about it this year. In this year's draft, you could have traded for Justin Fields as early as like.
Oh yeah, you could have. I would have. I agree.
Like the Falcons could have even so far as 7 they were, 6, whatever they were.
Yeah, it's like 8 or something.
Wouldn't have been crazy. They passed on them. Didn't they pass on them?
Yes, they did.
The previous year, so it wouldn't make sense. But that's neither. I'm getting sidetracked.
But it's so I
they're going to be bad. Yeah, they're going to be bad. But yeah, so I mean that's a pretty cut and dry division. It'll either be the Packers or the Vikings, and then it'll just go down.
I agree. I'm with that. Yeah, it'll go for me. Packers, Vikings, 2 again.
NFC
Detroit,
West, which is NFC West.
Seattle and them.
I got Rams, 49ers, Cardinals, Seahawks.
I'm right there with you. Cardinals aren't going to have D-Hop for 6 games. That's the biggest thing to me. Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown isn't healthy once again for the start of training camp. So essentially, I think the guy they got out there right now is what? Rondell and AJ Green.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Just pack them on up, man.
Rondell can play, man.
Stop it. Just stop it. You were getting very cute last year in fantasy, and he never produced.
He can play, man.
Linds is using him as trade. You know what? Come on, but you want that Rondell Moore? No.
Y'all are sick, bro. Just trying
to play this year.
He had a good game.
The guy in front of him that was basically Rondell Moore, Christian Kirk.
I bet you he cracked 700 yards.
He will this year. Maybe. He's going to be the 3.
For a 5'6" receiver, that's an accomplishment. What's next? NFC South.
Bucks, Panthers, Falcons.
I got Bucks. Yeah, Bucks, Saints, Falcons, Panthers. I'm gonna keep it high. CMC is gonna go down again. It's what it is.
I'm saying he hasn't even played in preseason yet.
I don't. Linds, I'm good, bro. We've seen this story. Like, I'm good. And Baker is a big ass question mark. I'm fucking good.
Bro, even without CMC, the Panthers are a better team than the Falcons.
I don't know about that. Mariota's gonna go out there and get you 7 games, 7 games.
Mariota's gonna do what?
And Matt got him 7 games with Cordell Patterson as his best weapon. Why Mariota can't do that?
We're not doing this. Bro, y'all beat the Jaguars.
Unless y'all telling me
y'all squeaked by the Jaguars in London, bro.
Me at the London.
Hey, yo.
I know
Yeah,
I know you're a fan at heart, bro. But come on.
The NFC kind of mid. I'm gonna give it to you.
Aren't y'all still starting Jake Matthews like left
Hey,
tackle?
that's an actual top. That's an actual top tackle. All right, not Garrett Bowles, but Jake Matthews is a
Bowles
top.
got a Pro Bowl on his record. Y'all wilding.
When?
2 years ago. Not this past season, but the season before that. I think he was
You get
all
older, you can't move your body as much.
He was all pro. Hold on.
All pro what?
Yeah, he was all pro 2020. What are we talking about, man? Garrett Bowles. He can play, man.
I mean, I guess I would give him all pro for having a block for what was it, Drew Lock? And then I feel it.
Last division is the NFC East. This could go either way. I mean, probably the Eagles though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles.
Philly, Washington, Dallas, Giants.
Eagles, Dallas, Washington, Giants.
I just don't. Y'all love Mr. Black Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. This is the end. This is the end.
You think Dallas gonna come in third in the division?
Yeah, I do. Diggs is gonna.
You trust Carson?
To the Commanders.
I trust their defense, and I think Carson. Listen, man. Hear me out.
No, I got the Washington Commanders, bro.
Nah, I got them. They could win. They could split or beat. They can split with Philly. They can split with Dallas. They're gonna sweep the Giants.
Have you
seen? I'm not gonna bet the house.
Right?
I'm 80% bullish on Washington sweeping Dallas, baby.
Have you seen Jordan Davis?
I mean, Jordan Davis is fine. Don't get me wrong.
Jordan Davis,
but he's the backup, bro.
Right? Fletcher Cox.
I mean, the question is, like you said,
Kobe Dean just back there chilling, and he just coming off the bench.
And
look, hear me out.
And then the crazy thing is they got Darius Slay on one side, and then they added James Bradbury. He was a Pro Bowler last year.
Listen.
Not Bradbury. They added somebody else too, didn't they? In the secondary. No, did he renege? Didn't they add Riddick, or did he renege on them?
No, they got Riddick.
Oh, no,
yeah,
they got Riddick. All right. That's what I'm saying. They won. They won. That's a comfortable one, but like you said.
Nah, that defense is actually kind of scary. I'm concerned.
Their offense, I mean, come on now. AJ Brown.
How did they put this team together like this?
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Then you can alternate between Zach Pascal and Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert, top 3-4 offensive line, Miles Sanders. Come on, man.
Is it Miles Sanders? Is it? I need to have a conversation next year.
All they got to do is draft a young stud running back next year.
Bro, come on.
They don't have any holes.
Look, this is all I'm saying. Like Vix asked me, can I trust Carson Wentz? Can I trust my dog, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't know that.
He was running for his life last year, and they smoked the Saints. This is they smoked the Saints.
I'm just saying that Washington has arguably, I don't know why people say, but look, Terry McLaurin, you got Jahan Dotson, you got Gibby, but they drafted B-Rob, a star-studded back out of Bama who will probably be the one, depending on how this preseason finishes up and stuff. So then you have Gibby as a back. You got J.D. McKissick. You got Logan Thomas at the tight end. They have a solid line.
Terrible.
You got Curtis Samuel. You got Curtis Samuel as your 3.
Wait, you put J.D. McKissick in there?
Curtis Samuel, bro. Oh.
That's a good 3.
Over, bro. We didn't wrap it up. Cut. What? How you break this down? Like, how you end the show, bro?
Just for perspective, they had a 25th ranked defense last year.
But it was time. They was hurt. Chase was out.
Let me look up Curtis Samuel's stats.
Okay, so Sean here. 25th ranked defense. Logan Thomas, J.D. McKissick, Terry McLaurin.
Look, Terry got a quarterback that can extend the play.
Logan Thomas. Ricky Seals Jones, and then on top of that,
Hey,
Carson
Ricky
Wentz.
played okay last year. He
On
stepped
top
in
of that, Carson Wentz is my QB. Yeah, third place.
I'm saying Wentz has an arguable top 10 talent as a quarterback. Arguable top 10.
Arguable top 10.
Arguable. Or no, I'm not even saying arguable. It's without a doubt he's a top 10 talent as a quarterback. Now,
what are you talking? It really sounds like we're having a conversation. 18 in the show, please. Like, it is over. The show is over. Like, Wentz has not been a top 10 quarterback since he tore his ACL, bro. Like,
what I'm saying, this is the best.
Look, bro. We're like trapped in here, bro. I'm not going to listen to you make a argument for Carson. Like, I'm really not. All the Marvel
I know what you trying to justify that Carson Wentz.
Yeah, like all he had to do was win one game against the Jaguars, who didn't have a coach at the time, to get into the playoffs.
Look, on the flip side of that,
what?
Look, on the flip side of that, week 18 loss, I feel like it's very overshadowed. He did not play the best, but the Colts are supposed to be a top tier defense.
He was throwing interceptions, bro. Like,
but I'm saying you tell me they couldn't stop.
Sean, the Jags were 1-14, bro. They weren't trying to win.
They were playing inspired football once Urban was gone. They was fighting, man.
Inspired football, bro. He put up 11 points.
I'm just saying the defense couldn't stop us all. They couldn't stop Jamal Agnew and them guys. Why is it all on Carson? I'm just saying. Look,
I'm gonna keep it G. The touchdown was in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left, so he really put up 3 for real.
Jonathan Taylor couldn't run the ball. Why is it all on Carson?
Sean, okay.
I'm just saying, man.
And I know you've seen the reports from Carson out of training camp.
Hey, I watched the preseason game. It's not what it seems.
What do you mean?
And then I'm saying, arguably, okay, if Carson not it, they got Sam Howell. He looked really good.
Please, why are we trapped in this show? Why am I trapped in this show? I don't know.
Before we close this, Sean, let me just read you this headline, okay, from USA Today. Carson Wentz's erratic accuracy, a daily story.
Daily story.
All right, that's
Yo, please. Okay, thank you, everyone. What's the outro, man? Come on, Brian. What's the outro? What you said? You're ridiculous.
Y'all gonna fear Carson Wentz. I'm gonna have him drafted in Paisley. I'm letting you know that right now. Y'all gonna fear me. Y'all gonna fear me.
Carson Wentz's accuracy, chemistry with Terry McLaurin remains a work in progress.
Yes.
Bro, it's August. It's August, bro.
That's because Terry was holding out for his contract. So, they still buttering up the chemistry. Look, I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if the Commanders end up first. That's all I'm saying. They're a playoff team.
Thank you, everybody, for coming to this episode of the Legends Den. I've been Chris Lindsay. My boy Sean McKellar got a great thing going on right now. And my boy Victor Witherspoon. It's been a pleasure.
Go Bengals.